Konbanwa minasan, this is Chronicle. Okay, I'm going to go through about this character, Cú Chulainn. And then he is a collaboration unit from the Shin Megami Tensei 3. And he is a very powerful pierce attacker with the critical damage. As well as, he has the ability to recover HP when he crits the damage. Yeah, so basically it's similar with Undex and so and so. And then, I already mastered this and this gate. Okay, and then for the runes, I equip with the physical attack and single attack. Yeah, standard. Or maybe accuracy or area attack, up to you. And then with either pierce attack or magic attack. Yeah, but most of his skill is pierce attack, I think. And then either critical rate or healing power. And critical status will be good enough. And anything else. Yeah, the rest is up to you. And then for the Phantom Memory, you can either equip with the pierce attack or critical damage up. Yeah, either one. Or maybe accuracy. And then with physical attack and HP and critical, should be good enough. And for this leader skill, it's pretty good because it increases the critical rate and healing power as well. And then if you unlock his third gate, this pierce attack will change into all attack 20%. Yeah, so you can mix around with any types of attacker. Yeah, as long as it's depending on the physical attack. Yeah, so this leader skill is pretty good. And then for the Kaigan Laser, as you can see, it increases his critical damage plus 10. Yeah, quite a lot. So if you equip with the Phantom Memory another 10, it will be 20. And then with the physical attack speed and HP, yeah, and Strong versus Thunder. And this will be his other status. Okay, critical rate about this high, and pierce attack, and critical damage, and then all attack and Strong versus Thunder, and elemental resistance and status resistance. Okay. Okay, later on I will go through about this main and side ability, and this rational ability counter attack. Yeah, so I will go through about this rational ability first. When he getting any types of damage, it will permanently increase his critical rate and then critical damage. Yeah, and can be stacked for 5 times. And there isn't any range limit. Yeah, so this rational ability is not really that bad overall, especially against the shooting attacker. Yeah, from the long range. And then for this support ability is when you master his second gate, and it further increase his physical attack and then with the move plus 1. And along with the speed and all attack up. Yeah, so this passive is almost a must if you want to have a big damage. And for this passive, he will have this Kaitan effects. Very nice. And also permanently increase his critical rate and damage when his HP is more than 75%. Yeah, so with the rational ability and with this Kaiga Laser and maybe with the Phantom Memory, his critical damage might be more than 50 or 60. Yeah, somewhere. And then next is this passive. He will reflect any wind elemental damage for 3 turns from the start of the map. And also permanently increase his wind resistance. Yeah, so this is a very good passive for arena, especially against the wind units. And lastly is this passive, which greatly increases his sleep, charm, rage, berserk, and stun resistance. Yeah, so this is also not so bad for PvP as well. But if the opponent is using any other status attack other than this 5, of course it will be useless. Yeah, so beware. Okay, next is about this Mementos, which is very good. Yeah, because this Mementos is for Titania, Iberfrost, Helubelus, and Cú Chulainn, these 4 characters. Yeah, 4 viability. So this is really worth to get if you want to train your Shin Megami Tensei demon. And then if you max break this Mementos, it added extra this skill usage plus 1. Yeah, also very good. And then with other status. Yeah, so basically this Mementos is almost a must for this 4 demon. And then next is the weapon ability. When his HP is 100%, he will have the status immune and dual regen. And then if you max break this Mementos, it added extra physical attack plus 30% if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so basically more attack. Yeah, just imagine if you equip with the Ultima Muffler or HP regen armor, most likely it will be very easily to maintain his HP to max. Yeah. And next is the Mementos leader skill, and it greatly increases the HP and strong versus a human and with the metal jewel. Yeah, so I think this leader skill is only very good for the PvP, or maybe for better GBG at most. Okay, next is about this weapon, and you can actually hunt the weapon shard from the ES quest, yeah, during the Shin Megami Tensei event. And then it will increase his initial jewel, physical attack, and critical rate. Yeah, so just equip this by default. This accessory is from his Mementos, and it increases his HP, speed, and all attack. Yeah, so this is also very good for him. But then if you don't have this accessory, just equip with the speed up or HP up, or maybe Ultima Muffler will be good enough. And then next is about the vibrability. It will permanently increase his R parameter and strong versus the demon from the Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah, so this is really nothing much, and the main purpose is this R parameter. Yeah, this is good. And lastly is this accessory, Ultima Muffler, from the Ultima New Year Mementos Limited. And even though it increased the HP, but it's okay. At least it increased the jump +1, and with the physical defense. Yeah, so this is actually not bad, but the best thing is the HP regen, important. Every time will recover 10%. And then for the alternate choice, you can equip with, yeah, this accessory from the Gear Summon, also quite good for him. Yeah, because of this healing power, not bad. And then with the silent resistance and the defense. And then with the slash and magic resistance for 3 turns from the start of the map. Yeah, so this is also quite recommended. Or anything that is increase the healing power or maybe resistance will be good enough. Okay, this will be his overall status with this leader skill. Okay, considered pretty high overall. And then how about his normal attack? Okay, considered high as well. Okay, about 9.5k. And next is about his main ability. For this first skill, it is a wind magic attack with strong versus the thunder and reduce the enemy wind resistance for 3 turns. And of course, even though this skill is a magic attack, but the damage power is depending on his physical attack. Yeah, not M attack, so beware. And then the damage is, okay, about 11k for the non-weakness. Yeah, not bad. And then for the weakness, it's almost double. Yeah, super high. And then about this second skill, he will reduce the enemy maximum HP by 50%. And the maximum damage is 7k. Yeah, so basically it's a fixed damage. And then the shooting range is 5. Yeah, not so bad. And then for this third skill is a wind pierce attack plus probability of critical. And also greatly reduce the enemy pierce resistance for 2 turns before the skill attack. Yeah, so basically the damage is higher than usual. And if he managed to defeat the enemy, this skill will activate it. Yeah, so it's quite good. And then the damage is, okay, as you can see, it's higher than usual. Yeah, thanks to the pierce resistance down. As well as even though this skill description says that it is a single target attack, but for some reason, it seems like an area attack, or maybe with the penetrate effect. Yeah, I am not really that sure, seriously. And then for this last skill is an area attack with probability of critical, and then if he defeats the enemy, this skill will activate. Yeah, also very good. And then if you master his 5th gate, the urban skill power increase, and only targets towards the enemies, and add extra strong poison status, and along with the healing power, and all defense down. Yeah, so this skill upgrade is actually quite good for PvP. Yeah, but then of course it's also very good for the normal quest. Yeah, especially against those enemies who doesn't have any poison resistance. And then the damage is, okay, the radius is diamond, and the damage is about this high. Okay, about 21k, and of course if the damage is critical, it will be super high. Yeah, definitely. And lastly is this additional skill. It will increase his maximum HP, and also with the HP recover for 1 turn. Yeah, so just imagine every counter attack is critical damage, the HP recover will be higher than usual. Yeah, since the maximum HP increase. Okay, next is about his side ability, and for this first skill, he will increase your allies' accuracy and evasion, and can be stacked up to 4 times for 5 turns. Yeah, so this is actually quite good for your evasion unit. And then the radius is diamond shooting range 3. Yeah, not so bad. And for this second skill, he will reduce the enemies all defense, but then also increase their all attack. Yeah, so basically it's a double-edged sword, and then can be stacked for 2 times for 4 turns. So this is very good for raid boss. Trust me, super good. And then the shooting range and radius is 4. Yeah, pretty big. Okay, this third skill is very simple. Physical attack times 3 for 1 turn. Yeah, nothing much. And then for this last skill, he will inflict the enemy with the stone status, and also ignores the enemy defense, pierce attack. Yeah, so more or less, this skill is for PvP. Yeah, nothing much. And then the damage is actually pretty low, as you can see. Really nothing much. And next is about his master ability, and for this first skill is from his free weapon ability. And then this skill is a slash attack, not pierce attack, so beware. And with the property of critical, paralyze status, and if he defeats the enemy, this skill will activate. Yeah, basically it's the same as the main ability. Yeah, no difference. And then the damage is... Okay, the damage is not so bad, but the shooting range is only 1 and 2, so beware. And then, since this skill doesn't have any elemental, so if the enemy has the ability to reflect the wind damage, at least this skill will not reflect. Yeah, not so bad. Okay, next is about this skill from his Kaigan Laser level 20. And then it is a moving attack with property of critical and joy regen plus reaction ability power up, this one, for 5 turns. Yeah, so this skill is really very good, especially the shooting range is 7. Yeah, he can easily target the enemy from far range. And then the damage is... Okay, not so bad, pretty high. Okay, about 25k. And lastly is this reaction ability power up, which is a counter attack. And this counter attack is an area attack as well against the enemy. And with the property of critical, and permanent increase his critical rate and damage, and can be stacked for 5 times. And if he defeats the enemy, this skill will activate. Yeah, so basically if you unlock his Kaigan Laser, please equip this reaction ability. But then, this skill definitely is not so suitable for long range. So if you are fighting against the long range attacker, just equip with the another reaction ability, as I said earlier. Otherwise, this one. Okay, straight to the point. He is almost a must get. Very simple. He is very good in all content. Not 1 or 2, but all. Yeah, I really mean all. Raid boss, PvP, PvE, PvG, or tower quest, or whatever quest. Yeah, all quests. Yeah, as long as the enemy doesn't have any high resistance, especially pierce attack. Yeah, or maybe magic attack. Otherwise, he is really very good in all things. And last but not least, please get the Mementos as well. Yeah, no choice. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any question about him, please comment. See ya, sayonara.